Hey Pacific Crest, so weekly update on lockdown. We're on WOD number 2, which is actually going to be WOD number 1 because we had some differences in how it was performed. That's my fault. I didn't do a thorough enough briefing on it, and there's just no way to square it. Some people did it one way and some people did it another, and they're just not equitable ways to say, well, this person was or this team was the fastest. So we're going to do 4 weeks of lockdown, and this would be week 2 of that. We're just going to call this the first workout, so you have 3 to go from here. So sorry about that. I assume everyone's game for another workout, or you wouldn't have signed up in the first place. So now to our first workout of the lockdown. So it is a series of 3-minute AMRAPs. I'm going to do my best to explain all the nuances, and we'll talk a little bit more about that after. For the gym version, one partner will begin with a 3-minute AMRAP. So Josh and I are teammates. Let's say I go first. We have one barbell. It'll be set up to 95 pounds. On 3, 2, 1, go. I'm going to do 15 power snatches. And once those 15 power snatches are complete, I have the remainder of that 3-minute time to complete as many overhead squats as possible. I can drop the bar at any time. So you don't have to do unbroken sets or anything like that. You just do as many overhead squats as you can in the remainder of the 3-minute AMRAP. And then at the end of that AMRAP, my partner goes for 3 minutes. So Josh will then pick up the bar at 3:01 or later if he chooses to rest longer and do 15 power snatches, and then he has the remainder of his 3 minutes to do max rep overhead squats. We will each go through that cycle 3 times, alternating back and forth every 3 minutes. So the clock will run for a continuous 18 minutes, if I did my math right. And there is no designated rest break between AMRAPs. So at 3 minutes, I'm done. And at 3:01, Josh can start. And at 6 minutes, he's done. And at 6:01, I can start, and vice versa until you each go through it completely 3 times. Total overhead squats is the score between both partners. So that's the gym version. The home version, same construction, AMRAP 3, partner 1 starts with 15 V-ups, and in the remainder of the time does max rep pistol squats. Now, if pistols are not in your wheelhouse, feel free to do assisted pistols like with the arm of a couch or holding on to some kind of upright, or you could do air squats as well. All are fine. And the construction is exactly the same. So say Josh and I were doing the home version, I would do 15 V-ups. I would have the remainder of my 3 minutes to do max rep pistols. And there's no prescription on which side these have to be on or alternating. If you have a stronger side and you just want to completely destroy that hip, that's your call. And then back and forth until you each do it 3 times. 1 continuous running clock, okay? So that's it for workout number 2. I do want to touch briefly on briefing and instructions, not only for this workout, but for the rest. If there's any questions, just hit us up with an email before you start the workout. I'm not saying that because that was an obvious question last week. That was just a failure on my part on briefing. But it is sometimes hard to think of all the different ways that something could be performed. So if you see a different way or something's not clear to you here, just drop me an email or shoot Elena a text or whatever you happen to do, and we'll clear it up for you. So we'll see you at the gym.